Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football. Match day 15 deadline stream. Only 3 match days to go. This is the first leg of the semi-finals, and then the second leg next week, and then we only have one more match day to go. And I'm absolutely ready for this one. Now, usually in the semi-final, there's not too many teams that are very, very different. That's why, like, especially during the league phase, that's when you can basically make rank and know where you're going to be almost throughout the season. So that's when there's a lot of different players to choose from, a lot of different games. And then obviously now they added the playoff and then the round of 16 as well. But when you get to the semi-final, it becomes a little bit tough, especially considering, for example, strikers. There's only like 3 strikers to pick from. Everybody will have the same strikers. And Arsenal squad is out. That one is the first one that I've seen. Okay. Yeah, perfect. And I'm thinking I have 4 Arsenal players. I'm thinking of actually going for. I've already finished. I have 1 sub to go, 1 transfer to go. I think I'm ready. How are you, Johnny? Nice to see you as always. How are you, Ray? Nice seeing you as always. If you guys don't defeat PSG, I'll personally come to kidnap you, take you to London, kidnap it and lock you both in a basement and make you watch 10 hours of Baby Shark. Like I actually wouldn't mind listening to that a couple of times, but yeah, it's one of the most annoying songs. Let's see. Let's check the lineups. It's only 2 lineups to go out today, so there's not too many lineups to check anyway. Usually there's like 20 lineups to check. Let's see. PSG. I've already seen that Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and Due are starting, so let's see. Ronaldinho is tweeting, "Come on, PSG." Go to hell. So PSG have Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Due, Ruiz, Vitinha, Neves, Mendes, Pacho, Marquinhos, Hakimi, Donnarumma. So nothing surprising there. Nothing surprising with the Arsenal lineup as well. It's Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Merino, Rice, Odegaard, Lewis Kelly, Timber, Kivio, Saliba. Nothing too crazy. So I am thinking of going with that. Let me know how your squads are looking. Let me check your question, Ray. Let me know how you guys' teams are looking. I'm thinking of bringing in a 4th Arsenal player, to be honest, a 5th Arsenal player, to be honest. But Rafinha is non-negotiable at all. Yamal as well. Nah, I have 4 PSG players, 4 Arsenal players, 4 Barcelona players, 3 Inter. No, actually, no, wait. I have 4 Arsenal players, 4 PSG players, 3 Barcelona players, and 3 and 4 Inter Milan players. Okay, so Barcelona is where I have less players. I don't think that's a good thing, Johnny, right? I don't think having only 3 Barcelona players is. So Ray's team is Martinez, Lewandowski, Kane. So for striker this week, it's going to be very easy. There's not too many strikers to pick from. It's literally only Lautaro Martinez, Thuram, and Due. There's no other striker who is playing. Arsenal don't have a fit striker. Barcelona don't have a fit striker. Inter Milan only have those 2 usual strikers, unless you go for a striker off the bench and hope that they come on and do something. And then which other team? PSG, their strikers don't play players like Ramos, so they're on the bench, unless you gamble with someone who's going to come on. So Mendes, Hakimi, Saliba, De Vrij, Kubasi. I had De Vrij is not going to play. Ferran Torres, Dembele, Rafinha, Saka, Merino, Kane, Lewandowski, Martinez. So how many subs have you made? Have you made, Ray? Let me know. How many subs have you? Can't transfer those before lineups for Arsenal. Let me know how many transfers you still have, Ray. Are you keeping Lewandowski for second leg? Nah, we are going to get 3 transfers next time, so it's going to be easy to bring him back. Hey Glenn, good to see you. I'm wild carding. Interesting, Anil. Nice to see you too. Would I keep Lewandowski? No, I'll just wait because there's a lot of transfers next time. Still have 5. Wow. Our best differentials for this game week. We'll come to that question, Alexei. Those are the ones, and the ones I'm thinking of going crazy today. So Foot is saying he's going crazy today, the differentials. First thought is Trossard right away. Let me check how many people on Trossard right now. Trossard. My Arsenal differentials have worked the last 2 weeks. I captained Merino last week against Real Madrid away, got 2 assists, and I captained I had Sterling the previous week, and he got 2 assists as well. Let's see, Trossard. Trossard is owned by 2%, so that is a differential. Kiwi is owned by 1%, that is a differential. But I'll tell you the best soon. Let me see PSG. How many people have Pacho, Edna? Oh, the Barcelona, the PSG players are so highly owned. 29, 23, 8%, 9%, 13%. Fabian Ruiz, maybe. Let's see. Correct. Actually, it's 4%. Okay. Let's answer this question. Still have 5 transfers. So with this team, when did you bring Ferran Torres? You had Ferran Torres last time. It looks like you've made a transfer for Ferran Torres. Did you have Ferran Torres last match day, Ray? Because it shows like you've made those transfers. Like Ferran Torres and Saliba and Merino and Nuno Mendes, right? Those are the 4 players you've brought in or you're thinking of bringing in. Okay, I get your question. You're thinking of bringing in Martinez, Torres, Saliba, Merino, and Nuno Mendes. Okay, so all the other players were eliminated. Wow, that's crazy. How many players are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think if you have 11, 12 players, you could still survive. I wouldn't take a minus. I wouldn't take a hit. I think that's probably what I would do. Yes, I would bring in Saliba. I'd bring in Torres in your situation. I think I would bring in Yamal still in your situation ahead of Torres unless you don't have enough money. Merino is fine. Although Merino is going to play midfield today. Nuno Mendes for sure. And who else? Lautaro Martinez for sure. So I think the only thing I'd do maybe is Yamal instead of Torres. That's what I'd do because it's so highly owned. If he gets an assist or something, it's crazy. Let's see. Best differentials for this game week. I'm going to go for Trossard number 1, and then I'm going to go for Kvaratskhelia number 2. Those are the 2 that I'm going to go for. Defenders, maybe Kivio. Strikers is not anyone really. There's only 3 strikers to choose from. Yeah, no problem with that, Ray. Lautaro Martinez is fine. Saliba is fine. Merino is fine. Mendes is fine. The only one is really Torres. The Torres position depends on which team you trust more. Do you want to go for Torres, or do you have money to go for Yamal, or do you want to go for Trossard? Depends on where you are, which team you trust more. Chesney, Raya, Saliba, Kunde, De Vrij I heard is not going to play tomorrow. Mendes, Hakimi, Saka, Yamal, Rafinha, Dembele, Vitinha for Merino, Martinez, Douai, and Douai. Why do I keep on saying Douai? Douai and Thuram. So I really want to play minimum 3 Arsenal players. How many do you have right now? Raya, Saliba, Saka. Have you made any transfers? Johnny, let me know. Have you made any transfers so far? Merino striker today? No, he's going to play midfield, but he's going to get into the box a lot probably. So Merino is very good at ball recoveries. He plays as a striker for us, but he's basically either the other guy is a defensive midfielder who plays as a striker. So if you look at how there's a time here he was involved in like 14 duels when he played in midfield like a few weeks ago. I really read that one. Let me know if you made any transfers, Johnny, yet. My market looks the same as your team on screen. Only differences are that I have Inigo Martinez instead of Bastoni, and I have Ferran Torres instead of Merino so far. So Ferran Torres instead of Merino. So that means you have Inigo Martinez, Ferran Torres, Kunde, Rafinha, Yamal. You have 5 Barcelona players. Well, okay. So you have Saliba, you have Saka, and Raya as well. I mean, there's players I think you have to have. There's not too many players to choose from, obviously, but the ones you have to have are players like Rafinha, obviously you have to have him. Nuno Mendes, I think you have to have him. Saka, you have to have him. Lautaro Martinez, obviously you have to have him. I would even say Dembele. So the rest, a player like Bastoni, it doesn't have to be Bastoni. You can go for Acerbi. You can go for, I had Dumfries is back. You can go for someone there. Goalkeepers, I think you go for those 2. Yamal, I kind of think Yamal has to be in your team because he's so highly owned. If he does something, you're in trouble, and you don't want to lose rank right now. So the only differentials you can, play with is or play around with in terms of replacing them or choosing a different option is either you go for Merino, or you go for Trossard, or you go for Kvaratskhelia, or you go for Ferran Torres, whoever you prefer, or Bastoni, you go for Dumfries instead, or you go for Acerbi instead. And that is basically it. It's like maybe, and Kunde maybe, you can go for Inigo Martinez like Arnold, or you can go for both, depends. But the rest of the players, there's not too many to choose from. So forward line, there's nothing to do. Forward lines is the same 3 players who are going to play for everyone. There's not too many players to choose from. Ray says no, I did not. So do I go ahead with the transfers or do I change something else? Martinez, yes. Merino, Nuno Mendes, yes. Merino, yes. Saliba, yes. Ferran Torres, if you have enough money, you'd switch to Yamal, but if you don't, I'll just keep Torres then. How many Arsenal players do you have? 4. I think that's enough. Barcelona, you have 4. Yeah, Lewandowski's not playing. Yeah, I think the team is fine. I'll try and go for one differential, Sam. I think Merino is considered a differential. Where's Merino? Many people have him right now. 1%. Oh wow, that's massive. That's a massive difference. When I had him captained last time, he had 0%. So I thought I was, because last week I was like 1,600. I was targeting like 1,200 by the end of the week, but he made me jump to 635 Merino. So it was a massive differential. But I don't expect to climb rank anymore that much, because a lot of people have the same players. Unless I get to 500, I'll be very happy with it. This is the highest I've ever been, I think. No, actually, no. I have been 300th like earlier this season, but I dropped a bit. I'm obviously back to like 3,000, 4,000. It's not locked in. That's what I'll do though. You have money. Ray is rich, so I'd go for Yamal. Yamal to Ferran Torres or no? I'd have Lamine Yamal, yes. I know Torres is playing up front. I mean, they both will probably get an attacking return, but it'd go for Yamal. Another thing with players like Yamal and Saka and Salah and those players, they usually get player of the match so easily. Even if they get one assist, I think the people choosing the player of the match just like, oh my goodness, it's Lamine Yamal, let's give him instead of Torres. I think there's also a bit of biasness when it comes to even Pedri. Pedri also gets player of the match a lot. So I think Pedri is also a differential if you're feeling very, very brave. It's mostly who they are playing against. I think it's very hard to predict which team is going to score the goal to keep the clean sheet. Like Barcelona could easily be 0-0 if Inter Milan decide, but Barcelona could easily go and win that game 3-1. I am really praying that Arsenal can win today, but PSG have very, very good attacking players. They can easily come and score 2 or 3 goals. Like, it's very hard to be sure. Not only the goalkeeper Raya for Dibu. So you've only made 1 transfer. So Saliba, Kunde, De Vrij. So I take out De Vrij. You have the option of Bastoni or Acerbi or Dumfries. All of them will start, but I kind of prefer Dumfries because it goes forward a lot. But personally, I can't bring him to my team because I already have had Bastoni who is playing. So one of them. Mendes, Hakimi, I would keep. Saka, Yamal, Rafinha, Dembele, Vitinha. Yeah, I'd probably actually go Merino for Vitinha. Merino, because Merino is going to get into the box a lot. So Martinez, Due, and Thuram. So striker, there's nothing you can do. So obviously take out De Vrij for another Inter Milan defender, and then take out Vitinha for Merino. But depends who you trust more. I have a little bit of Arsenal bias there. But yeah, because Merino is going to go forward a lot as well. That's why, and he has potential for attacking and defending, all that. So those are the 3. So you'll still have 2 transfers to make. Now, those 2 transfers literally up to you. I mean, you're a Barcelona fan. You can tell us, like, do you think Torres is going to... he scored a very good goal against Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey. Is he going to go past the goalkeeper again this week? And then that's pretty much it. There's not too many other things I would do with the team. Although myself, I'm going to use all 5 transfers. Already made 4. Martinez, Guirassy. That's Emi, Martinez, Guirassy, Mbappe, Lewandowski out. I've brought in Raya, Lautaro, Martinez, Thuram, and Due. Merino striker today? No, I answered that one. He is in midfield. I'll just go ahead with the transfer. Whatever happens. No need to batter my head over teams who I don't even support. Yeah, not too many players to choose from anyway, apart from maybe midfield. Captain Merino. Interesting. I captained him last time against Madrid. It was crazy. I was so happy when he got the second assist as well. And Lewandowski for Thuram. Due for Kane, not locked. Lewandowski for Thuram. Okay, you've already made Lewandowski for Thuram. That's fine. Due for Kane. Okay, so you've made 3 transfers. 2 more. Okay, so if that's the case, then you can just take out the other 2 that you've recommended. Vitinha and De Vrij. Obviously, De Vrij is not going to start. I mean, isn't it worth the punt to change one highly owned player to a differential? If it's one, yeah, it is. But kind of depends on where you are in rank. If you're trying to if you're in a league and you're trying to get into a top 10 or try to get fast or try to get a top 5, or you're chasing rank, basically you're chasing someone, you can take the differential. If you're trying to protect rank, then I think you have to have players like Lamine Yamal. Hamza says, I'm getting Declan Rice or Trossard. Merino is not playing as a striker, right? Nope, he's not playing as a striker. Declan Rice is the other one. I remember I talked about him before the first leg against Real Madrid. They said they always think about bringing Declan Rice to my FPL and to my UCL, but there's always other players like Saka to pick. So I never really go for Declan Rice because those set pieces, I think today, when you're watching that game, I think Arsenal is going to score either a corner or a free kick, and it's going to be Declan Rice taking it. Not directly like a cross or something. So he's always a great option. Declan Rice, also the ball recovery. So yeah, I'd still probably go for Trossard because he's playing as a striker. And then my order for that one would be Trossard, Merino, Rice. How is Saka only 9% owned? He was injured. So he was injured for like 4 months. So yeah, I think around the time we were getting into match day 7 and match day 8, around January, Saka was already out. So I think a lot of people took him out during that time. I trust Arsenal. I don't like PSG at all. They've been good. They've been good this season. Although I would say I was more right about Real Madrid than today. I'm expecting a win today, hopefully. The good thing is that we don't have Champions League experience and PSG don't have it as well. So maybe that could benefit us. It's 2 new people in this situation. Hi, mate. Good luck. Good luck to you too, as always. Ferran Torres may score big differential. And call him the Shark. Okay. He plays a striker. Although Inter Milan's defense is not a joke. I don't think it's going to be like 4 or 5 goals against Inter Milan. Do you see Arsenal getting a clean sheet tonight? Nope. Unfortunately not. I'd be over the moon if we got a clean sheet, but nah, I can't see it. Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, there's something that is going to happen there somewhere, surely. Kucha says, who you reckon is better pick and better captain, Martinelli or Trossard? Better captain. Between those 2, I'm going to go for Trossard. Why is no one talking about the legend Kai Havertz? I'm 10,000% sure he will start and get a hat-trick. Final. That is why we need him. He's done it before. My rank is 4,000. I'm trying to get up. What do I need to do? Yeah, you can go for one differential. If you're thinking Torres as one differential, no problem. You can go for him. You won't park the bus, right? Who? Nah, you're not parking the bus, man. Actually, I thought you were going to park the bus against Real Madrid in the second leg. Nah, there's no parking the bus. Not at all. I need 3 goals minimum, actually, Johnny. How are you doing? I'm doing good. Okay, thank you for being here. I like how PSG plays, but I don't like who represents them, or who they represent. Parking the bus. No, I don't think anyone will park the bus. Now, this is how Arsenal play. If you give us Sporting, we can score 10 goals. If you give us PSV, we can score 10 goals. If you give us Real Madrid, we can probably score 5 or 6 or 7. But if you give us West Ham at home or you give us Ipswich at home, trouble, because Arsenal do not know how to break down teams. But when a team is attacking against Arsenal and you leave spaces, that's when we usually score those goals. That's why we've done better in the Champions League than in the league. But if you give us West Ham away from home or West Ham at home and they come and park the bus, trouble. My captain is going to be Gabriel for tonight because I'm not confident that Saka, Merino, or the Rice will score. Gabriel, like Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, again, there's not too many other things to differentiate this week, to be different this week. So that is one of the things it could be different. Captain, you can decide to go for Martinelli captain as a differential, no problem. What's the possibility of Thuram playing out of 10? I'd say 7. Because it's a semi-final, I think they have to really like go with the top players. Parking the bus is exclusive to Atletico. I know Atletico and Real Madrid fans hate each other, eh? But I could not believe like they were celebrating more than Arsenal in the quarterfinal. Like I saw so many Atletico Madrid accounts like celebrating the Arsenal goal so much. And Simeone, there's a time Arsenal fans wanted Simeone. Simeone is a very good manager. He's taken Atletico to top positions throughout the last like 15, 16 years. But the style of play is, a bit crazy. Ancelotti sometimes too. Ancelotti is leaving though. Who's your next manager? Ray Alonso, are you happy with that? We all did at one point. I meant that PSG has stolen so many players from Barcelona. Okay, like the Dembeles. Trust Arteta UCL coming. I cannot be confident. It's this is our first semi-final since 2009, Ray. So we have to stay a bit humble. Usually we can say if you can beat Real Madrid, you can beat anyone. My worry is Johnny's team. If Inter Milan, although I've said Arsenal is better in terms of attacking teams, I would say I prefer Barcelona than Inter Milan because we played Inter Milan and could not score against them for 90 minutes. But Barcelona, I can't just say it's okay to face Rafinha and those guys in a final. It would still be a little bit scary. How long is Lewandowski out for? Is his injury serious? I mean, they've seen rumors he might be back for second leg, but I'd still take him out. I'd still bring in the players who are going to play this week because you have 3 transfers next time. He might make the second leg because he's already missed like 10 days or more than that. Stay humble, eh? Yep. That is where we need to learn. We need to learn about that. Stay humble. Imagine getting another treble. Oh, man. Come on, John. You guys already have 2 trophies, man. Come on. Let us have one. Just one. Like, this is so big for us, man. Like, I feel like if Arsenal can win the Champions League, we're going to win the league next season. But if we lose this, it's going to have that feeling of, oh my goodness, we were so close again. And then, yeah, it's going to be that feeling. Neymar and Messi. Yeah, Neymar and Messi went to PSG as well. Top players, actually. Neymar, Messi, Dembele. I'm sure there's another one. I mean, Ronaldinho went from PSG to Barcelona, so it was the opposite. I've seen Ronaldinho saying, come on, PSG. Dembele as well, yeah. Not just the men's team, women's team are also on track to win the treble. Yeah, and I watched the Barcelona kids beating Trabzonspor yesterday as well, very easily. Ibrahimovic as well. Yeah, he played for Barcelona and then went to play for PSG. That's although I think he went to AC Milan first. Yeah, I think he went to AC Milan first, and then he played for PSG afterwards. I always remember Ibrahimovic played for AC Milan because he battered us. There's a time they beat us 4-0 AC Milan 2011. I think he scored. There was Kevin Prince Boateng as well. And he also scored against us when he played for Barcelona. Easy treble for under 19 teams too. The women's team is too strong, man. They're too strong. So that if Arsenal women beat Barcelona women, it would be like the biggest achievement in football, both men and women over the last like decade or something. It's not going to be easy. Ibra is that one kid who plays for everyone. Yeah, Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan, PSG, so many. Kuchu says Trossard plays 90 minutes. Now, we don't have anyone on the bench, really. So, the only subs that are going to happen, I'd say, I don't know if Saka is ready to play 90 minutes. We don't really have players on the bench, so most of the players are just going to play 90 minutes. The only subs, maybe Tierney could come on for Martinelli or Trossard, maybe, depending on how the game is going. If Arsenal are losing, then I don't think any of those players will be subbed. If Arsenal are winning by like 2 goals, then I think Trossard will go off. Maybe Tierney will come on. And then maybe Merino will be moved to the forward position, something like that. But the team that we have, there's not too many players to choose from the bench. Ben White, maybe. I don't know if Ben White is on the bench today. Let me see. Ben White. He is. Yeah, I'd say only Ben White and Tierney would come on. Nwaneri, maybe 5 minutes for Saka. So, yeah, not too many subs. We don't have enough players on the bench. If we have Mariana Caldente from Barcelona. Yeah, I saw. She used to be at Barcelona. I think I saw a picture somewhere saying like there was like 11 Barcelona players, and then like two of them. I don't. What was the? There's something I saw about that. Like there's two players, like former Barcelona players who are playing for these teams right now. I can't remember what it was about. I think I saw something like 9 or 10 of the Barcelona players are playing for Spain right now. I don't know. Who's the striker who starts with letter P? I know there's a striker who starts with letter P. The one with the I love her hair. I don't remember her name. It's long. The one who starts with P. You know her. The one who plays as striker for Spain as well. Pa something? No, it's not Pina. The other one. The one with the longer name. No, the other one with the longer name. I miss Ajax in UCL, especially when Halle scored 4 goals. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember we were here still. Ajax, those were the group stage days. I think Ajax were in the same group as like Sporting or someone. So I'm thinking of bringing a fifth Arsenal player because I'm stupid and I'm an Arsenal fan. So who to bring on though? Should I gamble? Should I be... I can't take out Dembele, surely not. Kunde. Do I trust Johnny's defense? Kunde. Hakimi. I don't think you can take out Hakimi. Hakimi is way too attacking. If you take him out, you're crazy. But how many points has Hakimi been picking up? 8 points, 3 points, 9 points. I was really thinking of bringing Trossard. That's the one. Paraluelo, that's the one I'm talking about, the Spain strike. They're very good, those players. And obviously, the two-time Ballon d'Or win. More seasons to go. Been here for 3 seasons now. Yeah, I think I've been playing I started playing in 2017, UCL Fantasy, and then I started making content in 2021. So this is the 4th season. Let's see. Should I bring in Trossard? I'm thinking Trossard, but Dembele. How many people have Dembele? 29%. Goodness me. I think PSG are going to score. These are my predictions. So last time I went to the Arsenal to beat Real Madrid 2-1, and I was wrong. I did not trust my team. That's my prediction. I'm sorry. That's just my biased prediction. Although I feel like PSG will get a second goal. I feel like it's going to be 3-2, but I'm going to go for 3-1, and I'm going to go for Barcelona 2, Inter Milan 1. Those are my predictions. Let's just see. I'm not like 100% confident though. Did you know that there was 1-day blackout in Spain, Portugal? No, I didn't hear about that one. I didn't hear about that one. When was it? Girassi, Lewandowski, Vinicius, Rafinha, Yamal, Dembele. Did Vini to Martinez have 4 free transfers, says Rehan. So Rafinha, Yamal, Dembele, Saka, Rogers. Obviously, take out Rogers, so you already have Barcelona. So I'll do Rogers to either Merino or Trossard, whoever you prefer. Timber, Hakimi, Mendes, Rudiger. I'd take out Rudiger for... You already have Kunde, Mendes, Hakimi. Okay, so I'd go for Rudiger to Saliba, and then I'd do Rogers to either Ferran Torres or Merino, Trossard, whoever you prefer. So that will be 3. Obviously, you need to take out Kobel as well. So if you're taking out Kobel, it's going to be either Donnarumma or Raya. Depends. I think for me, the team is kind of balanced. They have 4 Arsenal players, 4 Inter Milan players, 4 PSG players, and then 3 Barcelona players. So I think it's balanced. I don't have too many players from one team, although I'm seriously thinking of bringing in a 5th Arsenal player, but I don't know for who. Too optimistic, says Johnny. Yeah, last time I was too pessimistic. So maybe this time I'm being too optimistic. But that is how much I trust Saka, though. Did you put in your predictor? Yeah, I'm going to show you guys. Which match are you boosting? Let me check right now. I think it's I'm not boosting the Arsenal game. Probably not. No, it's due to an error in the distribution of electricity. Both countries. Interesting. Let me see the predictor. Predictor. Let's check the predictor. So there. So I've gone for Barcelona 1-1 here. Nah, I need to change that. I predicted that long time ago. I'm going to go for Barcelona to beat Inter Milan 2-1. So Arsenal will score fast, that's what I've said. Will there be a goal in the first half? Yes. What will be the score at halftime? I've gone for Arsenal 2-0. Jesus Christ. This is very biased, isn't it? Will Hakimi get an assist? No. Will Rice score a goal? Yes. I said Rice will score a goal. Nah, I don't think Rice will score a goal. I'm going to change that because he's playing as a defensive midfielder, not as a number 8. If I change this and then he scores, I'm going to be so mad. Nah, let me change that to no. Because he's going to play as a defensive midfielder. Oh, will you get a free kick again? You know, this Rice guy is... Johnny says this is not real. Yeah. That's why, Real only scored 1 goal against us. I think over the 2 legs, PSG can get at least 3. But I still really trust our defense. I still don't think anyone can get more than 2 goals against Arsenal right now. I don't know though. Barcelona, which team will score first? I've gone for Barcelona. What will be the score at halftime? I've said 1-1. Will there be a goal in the second half? Yes. Barcelona will score in the second half. Will Lautaro Martinez score in this match? I've said yes. Lautaro Martinez will score. Who will be the player of the match? I've gone for Barella. Interesting. Barella will be the player of the match. I was thinking Barella or Pedri, one of the midfielders, but I've chosen Barella. And I've boosted that match, Johnny. That's the match I've boosted. I'm going 2-1 Arsenal. I don't think that will be enough. I need us to go there with a 2-goal lead. If you're a bad boy, go for an Arsenal. Nah, that's why we need to stay humble in this competition. But if we beat PSG in the first leg by 2 goals, then I'll be confident, very confident for the second leg. This is not real. Let's just say it was for the Pope. I guess minutes of silence. So Rehan, have you proceeded with those transfers? So let me see, how many minutes do we have? 30 minutes. Just change the channel. Why did I have it? I had it on the wrong channel. I need to see the players warming up. Yeah, you have considered 2 against Crystal Palace. Yeah, but if you check no, I'm not saying just 2 goals. I'm saying more than 2 goals, scoring 3 or 4 or 5. If you see that the man of the goals, Saliba basically gave Crystal Palace the second goal. Crystal Palace would never have scored the second goal in that game. The first goal, very, very good goal from Eze. Some things you can't really do much about it. And then if you look at the Real Madrid game as well, I don't think Madrid would have scored in that game. Basically, Saliba gave them the goal as well. So unless someone makes some mistakes, very, very possible, then it could happen. Time for me to eat, to not sleep. No problem, Ray. Hope Marino scores 2 goals. Hopefully, man. Even 4 if he wants, man. Anyone. You guys, most of you guys in the chat, you're supporting Barcelona, Real Madrid. Maybe there's a Man United fan there. Maybe there's a Chelsea fan. Maybe Liverpool have seen a couple of... You guys have been in semi-finals and finals. You guys don't understand how new this is for us. The last time Arsenal were in a semi-final, I couldn't watch it because I had school the next day. That's how long ago it was. So this is very new. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to eat. I don't know how many hours to sleep. How many hours do people sleep when they have a Champions League semi-final coming up? We don't know about all that. So I need to learn. Your thoughts on the final of the FA Cup? Man City are going to win. I already said Man City are going to beat Nottingham Forest and Crystal Palace. I think they're just going to turn up and win a trophy. It's very difficult for them to finish a season without a trophy. I believe Arsenal will lose either 4-1, like today. No chance. That is one that I'm 100% sure. There's no one who can score more than 2 goals at the Emirates right now. Not at all. That is not. If that happened, Alpha, I might not even do a stream next week. I'll just disappear until next season. I hope for Barcelona, Arsenal. If I imagine both of them, men and women, goodness. Haven't seen Chelsea Man United fan here. I saw Man United fan some time back. I know there's usually a couple of Liverpool fans. Hall of London will stay up. Oh yeah, bro. If Arsenal won the Champions League, I would do like a 20-hour stream. I'm not kidding you. Manchester United are crying. They might win a trophy themselves. So that's the other fear this season. I'm thinking, Chelsea will win the conference, Man United or Tottenham win the Europa, and then Man City win the FA Cup, and then obviously Newcastle have won the Carabao Cup, and then Man City and Liverpool have won the league. It could only be us finishing without anything. That would be very scary. Man United fans are crying. With that PSG finishing, I don't think they score more than 2 goals. They're balls inside the box. I saw that they have like 2 players in the top 3 for most big chances missed. I saw that. That is, I think, Bakola and Dembele. This season Spurs have been terrible, no more than terrible. It's shocking. If they win the Europa League, it would be miraculous. So those are my predictions. Let me go back to the team. So if I show you guys the bracket that I had, this is the bracket that I had before the round of 16. Let me show you. Where is it? Bracket. Where do you? Is it this one? No, it's not that. Bracket. How do you? No, it's not there. I said Barcelona will score the most goals this tournament. You see, Johnny, I really trust your team. I said Lewandowski will be the top scorer. Wow. Where is the... There you go. Those are my predictions. So I did go with Arsenal to beat PSV. I went with Real Madrid to beat Atletico. I went with PSG to beat Liverpool. I went with Aston Villa to beat Club Brugge. I went with Barcelona to beat Benfica, but this was my first wrong one. I went to Dortmund, Lille to... Wait. What? Is this the right one? This is not the right one. Where do you get the brackets that you've made? That's not the right one, obviously. Let me see this. I actually can't. I don't know how to find the bracket. This is my bracket. Yes, I want. Yeah, there you go. It was just scrolling down. Look, you're just doing this. Yeah. So I went to the Arsenal to beat PSV. I went to the Atletico to beat Real. I'm sorry, Ray. I went to PSG to beat Liverpool, Aston Villa to beat Club Brugge, Barcelona to beat Benfica, Lille to beat Dortmund. I went with Leverkusen to beat Bayern, and I went with Inter Milan to beat Feyenoord. So I failed 3 there. But I went with Inter Milan and Barcelona semi-final, and I went with Arsenal PSG semi-final. And my prediction 3 months ago was Arsenal Barcelona final. That was my prediction, and I thought I was being crazy, but that could actually be the case. And of course, Johnny went with Arsenal to win it. I was not going to predict Barcelona to win it. So that was my prediction back then. So let's see if it's going to come true. Let's see if it's going to come true, though. I think for the ladies, I went with Barcelona versus Lyon in the final. Yeah, so I'm thinking about bringing in Trossard, but I don't know if you're going to score that many goals. Ezra says best differential, Trossard and Kvaratskhelia. See you soon, Ray, no problem. PSG is your weakness, and their weakness is set pieces. Yeah, I had that their weakness is, I had them saying that they've conceded most of their goals through set pieces. Those are things we love to hear. So I don't think we are going to win away to PSG. So it depends. As I've said, Champions League, if they come and like try and score many goals against us, I think we'll get 2 or 3. But they can also obviously score. So if I was the PSG coach, I'd say just make sure they don't beat us by more than 1, and then you take them back to France. What do you mean? Like PSG is our weakness in what? Arsenal and Barcelona friendship teams. Yeah, actually, as Arsenal and Barcelona don't really hate each other. Although there's a time Barcelona, apart from Man United ruining my childhood, Barcelona and Bayern Munich did it a lot too. I've never forgotten going to Barcelona with the 2-2 draw. Was it then? Wait, we played Barcelona 2 seasons in a row, 2010, 2011. Yeah, the first one, the 2010 one, the one that Ibrahimovic scored twice at the Emirates, and I think Fabregas and Walcott scored first, and it was 2-2. And then Arsenal came to the to the Camp Nou. My goodness, Messi scored 4 goals. Yeah, I still remember that day very, very well. Best Inter Milan differential. Strikers, not really. Everyone is going to have their strikers. I've gone for Barella to pick up man of the match in that game. How many people have Barella? Inter Milan, Barella, 3%. Shanonoglu is usually on penalties. Mkhitaryan 1%. So Achebi will play. Achebi is 1% owned. If he's a defender, he's going to play 1%. But yeah, I'd say Barella as my differential, and then I'd say Achebi if you're looking for a defender from Inter Milan. Before City signed Haaland, you had trouble against false nines and runners. Kivio is playing, so think about that. Kivio is still our best player against Real Madrid, though. Actually, if I get what you're saying. I mean, before the Real Madrid game, we were so scared on that side. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. My prediction is 3-1 Alpha. Let's see how it goes. I still don't think it's possible to score 2 goals against Arsenal, more than 2 goals. That's just my prediction. If I think the best result PSG can get is 2-2 today, which will be bad for us because you're going to their place. Keeping Lewandowski and doing Guirassy, Vinicius, Rogers, Rudiger. Okay, so you're doing Guirassy, Vinicius, Rogers, Rudiger to Due, Martinez, Ferran, Kubasi, Raya. Who did you take out Raya for? Yeah, that's no problem because Lewandowski could be back next round. Yeah, I see why you're doing that. No problem. That's fine. There's not too many other strikers to choose from anyway. Most of the strikers don't play. Dembele, Saka, Mourinho. If Lewis Kelly keeps Dembele quiet, what a player! Because he's 18 years of age and he's played so well for us this season. If he does it today against Dembele, and my worry about PSG Alpha is they can rotate so much. Dembele can move to the number 9, then he plays the number on the right, and then the Desire Doué could be on the left, taking a shot like he did against Aston Villa. So that's my worry. I think Champions League is just about doing your job. Just when you get your chances, just score your chances, and you need to win the home game. That's just how I see it. Kobel, okay, so you took out Kobel. I think that's fine. So hopefully the balance is good for you in terms of how many players we have from each team. Did you watch the Copa del Rey final? I did, Johnny. I did. I'm not there. I watched it from the 30th minute. I think I was watching. Was this Saturday? I was watching a different game. I think it was to some Premier League game I was watching, or was it the FA Cup or something? I think I was watching maybe Man City or Aston Villa and Crystal Palace. Someone. Yeah, but there was extra time, so watched it. Yeah, and I watched it like I even double watched it. I went to like YouTube, and these Spanish speakers, by the way, on YouTube, amazing content. Like since I started watching them after the Real Madrid Arsenal game, they now suggest their videos. Fantastic. Like people do like 1-hour vlogs from the stadium as well, like Real Madrid Barcelona fans. So you basically can even come back and rewatch the game there. That's my point. We'll see. You said PSG will beat Arsenal 3-1. Wow. At the Emirates. I can see it happening at their place. I wouldn't be surprised. At the Emirates, no. One goal. If you only get one goal today, it would be a disaster. What do you think of the guy? I watched one. Which one did I watch? I watched one. You know what? I was it was over the weekend. It was Friday. I was watching Expendables 4, and then I was like, this movie is terrible. I tried watching Expendables 4. I've never watched Expendables 4. It's a terrible movie. I could not believe it. Jason Statham, Sylvester Stallone, even 50 Cent was there. Terrible. And then I was like, nah, actually, let me watch the movie that one of the movies that Johnny told me. I'll tell you which one I watched. It's the one that starts with S. Odegaard secured minutes. Yeah, Odegaard cannot get subbed off. Odegaard has not played well for us this season. A lot of people have been asking him for him to be removed as captain and to be benched and all that. No, but in terms of the pressing and all that, you have to have Odegaard on the pitch. You just have to. Yeah, you know, another thing that is giving me hope, Alpha, is the fact that Aston Villa scored all those goals against PSG. That's the other thing. 3-1 or 4-1, they can match you in physicality, and from open play, don't see you creating chances. Wow, interesting. Actually, the thing that I think they couldn't match up with us is physicality. Joao Neves up against Merino and Rice in midfield. I saw PSG fans saying that Vitinha has been making a few errors recently. That's their concern. I was like, really? Let me tell you which movie I watched, Johnny. Check the Trossard. Odegaard secured means Odegaard is the one that is definitely secured. Trossard depends on how the game goes. At least all of them will play at least 70 minutes anyway. We don't have players on the bench, so I'd say maybe Tierney comes on for Trossard or Martinelli if Arsenal is winning the game. They play with the ball so fast. Yeah, that's why I've said they're going to score. They're not going to score like just one goal like Real Madrid did against us last time. They're going to score goals. But here is my bold prediction, Alpha. By halftime, it's going to be 2-0. You should watch that content. I watched one movie. Let me tell you which one. There's a couple that I searched for, I couldn't find. I think the one that you told me to watch the most is the one that I didn't find. Before I forget, I'm thinking of bringing in Trossard, but how many points has Kunde been picking? 1.84. Kunde scored such a good goal over the weekend. I'm scared of taking him out. So I don't want to bring another Arsenal defender. Nah, those two are enough. Can't take out Yamal and Rafinha, Dembele. Man, I wish Trossard was a striker in the game. There's no midfielder there that I can take out. And now Alpha is scaring me even more. He's telling me Dembele with the pace is going to destroy us, so I can't really take out Dembele out of the team. I really wanted to bring in Trossard. But there's no one to take out. That's the problem. My prediction is 1-1 at halftime, and then the end of the game is going to be 3-1 or 4-1. That is 100% sure. I can tell you that cannot happen. You cannot score 3 or 4 goals against Arsenal. That is not possible. The only team that I think can is Barcelona. The way we play, the way we set up, I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, I'm saying I was watching Expendables 4, and then it was so boring, and then I remembered, Johnny told me to check Guy Ritchie's movies. That's when I switched to the movie. I was going to watch Expendables 4 on that day, and then it was terrible. And then I switched to one of the movies he told me. I'm trying to see which one it was. Which one was it? Was it Sherlock? I don't know if it was something like that. I think it was Sherlock. I think that's the one. I don't know if that is a Guy Ritchie movie, but I can see it in the history. Tuam or Taremi will start, probably Tuam. Taremi will probably come on. It will be more evenly matched than you think, says Johnny. I hope not. Doing keeper transfer hats. There are no forwards to choose from, only Tuam, who is a doubt. Yeah, this I don't think you're going to get hurt with the forward players. There's only 3 to choose from. If you have extra transfers and you don't have anything else to do when your forward players are not playing, you can just bring in someone who's not going to play, who's going to be on the bench, and then hope that if they come on, they can do something. So players like Taremi, Gonzalo Ramos, players like that, you can just bring them to your team and then hope they even play for 10 minutes or something. Barcelona don't create much against low blocks, but PSG just look at their game at Anfield. PSG in the first leg, they destroyed Liverpool in France. They should have scored like 4 or 5 goals. But all I'm saying is, in terms of the pace and obviously, yeah, they can obviously score goals, a lot of them if they want. Who do I get for final midfield spot? Rice, Trossard, Martinelli, Ferran Torres. I would go for Trossard and then Ferran Torres and then Rice and then Martinelli in that order. So Trossard first. Yeah, I loved it. I need to check more I need to check out the others that you told me to check out, which is the other one that you told me to check out, and then know that if I love the direct that much or not. Ferran should be a striker in fantasy. He should. Also, last season Trossard, and I think Trossard was a striker in the game last season. So that was the one that I was hoping he would be a striker in this game. I don't want to ban the transfer, but I don't want to bring in a third Arsenal defender. How many points has Timber been picking? 3, 8, 8, 1. I don't like those point returns. Ball recoveries 32, not bad, but that's like the whole season. Kivio. Nah, I can't take Bastoni out for Kivio. No, I need Inter Milan defenders. I only have Kunde from Barcelona. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone to take out, unfortunately. Depends on the game. We scored 4 against Atletico. Yeah, the game was high scoring, right? Barcelona Atletico, there was a 4-4, right? Am I crazy? There was a 4-4 between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid this season, right? Was it Real Madrid Atletico and 3 was Barcelona Atletico? It depends on the game. Yeah, it depends on the game. I don't know. I'm just confident a little bit. Yeah. Why I'm confident Alpha is because of how PSG played against Aston Villa in that second half, and because we don't concede more than 2 goals, and then because we've not lost a big game in like 3 years. So the way we approach these games is, I know PSG is not Man United, I know PSG is not Chelsea, any of those teams. Then a 2-4 in La Liga. Yeah, so there's usually a lot of goals, and back in the day, we didn't really get that against Atletico. We'd get like a few low-scoring games. I'm happy with the team, but I really want Trossard. Should I just be brave and say F off Dembele and PSG? I trust Arsenal so much. I'm going to remove you from the team. No, I'm not brave enough to do that. Lamine Yamal, I had him this first 7 match days. He was really disappointing. I think this time when he got 3 points against Young Boys, I captained him, and then he got 2 points against Red Star. But recently 12 against Benfica, 9 against 53% is too highly owned. I can't take him out. Merino, nah. I don't see anyone to take out. So I wanted to bring in Trossard really, really badly. If I don't bring in Trossard and then he scores, because I've done that in FPL, I wanted to bring him in the other day and he scored twice, and I didn't have him. Nah, Barcelona might keep a clean sheet. I need one of their defenders. Soma, Raya, Mendes, Hakimi. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to trust Arsenal's attack and Arsenal's defense. Sorry. No, sorry. I'm going to trust Arsenal's attack to score those 3 goals against PSG. 45%, 23%. Oh, I'm going to take out Hakimi. How many people own him? 45%. Goodness me, that's so many people. Mendes, 23%. Mendes, bro, you gave me 13 points and 8 points last time. Mendes is incredible in terms of going forward. Incredible. But you're up against Saka. You're up against Saka. And you're going to get a yellow card very early on in the game and you're going to get subbed off. Right? That is what is supposed to happen. This is the first time I've had an extra transfer and I literally don't know what to do with it. There's nothing to do with it, really. Bastoni. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm going to take out Bastoni. First time I've taken out Bastoni out of my team since like match day 4 or something. This is the first time I'm seeing Arsenal in a Champions League semi-final since 2009. Let me have as many Arsenal players as I can, guys. Just for this one time. Done. Timber in, Bastoni out. I trust Barcelona to score 2 goals against them. Done. That is my transfer. I've gone for 5 Arsenal players stupidly. Let's just hope it's correct. I really wanted Trossard because I feel like Trossard is going to score, but whatever. Let's do this. Timber, you're in. 5 Arsenal defenders, and I think PSG is going to score. That's a bit stupid, but I'm hoping Timber will get an attacking return. There you go. 5 Arsenal players, 4 PSG players. Goodness me. All my money is on today's games. There you go. I've done it. I wanted Trossard. I was thinking of taking out Dembele, but I was not brave enough. I was thinking Calhanoglu for those set pieces against Barcelona. Yeah, set pieces, corners, free kicks, penalties. Could be. Calhanoglu will be in trouble for our team for sure. I will be trouble for our team. 2-2 is my prediction, says Rehan. It won't happen. Because I locked. That's with Lewandowski. He plays good as a false number, not Ferron. Would you wildcard if you had it? Would I wildcard if I had it? I would do it. I'll do it in the second leg. Because right now, even if you wildcard, there's not any forward players really to bring in. It's just the same players. So I think many people will be in a situation where they have extra transfers and their team is okay. Captain Trossard, says Ezra. I really wanted to have Trossard in my team. I'm just going to trust Saka. Saka last time we played PSG got a goal and assist, so I'm going to stick with that. Saka is my captain, says Johnny. Yep. Let's finish this guys that took all the Barcelona players away from you. Let me check the standings one more time. There, Everything Football League. Not one more time. I've not checked it today. I wanted to. Is there anyone that hasn't joined this Everything Football? We have 297. I wanted us to get to 300. The link is in the description. Ayodele is number 1, 1197. I've not seen Igor for like 2 match days. He's on 1175. I don't know. I'm hoping to get top 2 here. 1155, 1150. So a lot of. If you check people's teams, this one has Saka, Timber, Girassi. He had Vinicius, Girassi, Bellingham, so he has a lot to do with that team. I think the Champions League need to. There's 2 things that the Champions League fantasy needs to do. They need to do it like FPL, where you can check if someone has played their wild card or they're limitless or something, instead of just scrolling match day after match day. And then they also need to show you your previous rankings. I know which position you finished last season in the previous season, but I can't remember which position you finished in 2017, 18, and all that. Have Sommer and Chesney, who to start tomorrow. Who to start tomorrow? I'd go for Chesney, the home team. Mendes is my captain. Shame on you, Alpha. Shame on you. He's very good going forward, though. That's one thing. I don't know if it was Arsenal or Man United. There's a team that wanted him last season, and people are like, nah, Mendes, what are you talking about? Going forward, you see the formation that Man United plays. If they get if they have like Frimpong or Grimaldo or Mendes, those kind of fullbacks and wingbacks, they would be very good using that formation. Who takes Spence for Arsenal? It's Saka and Odegaard, but they've both missed this season. It's still going to be Saka probably. Although the last 2 seasons, we had scored like 14 penalties in a row without missing. Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, Rice, all those guys. But this season, Trossard has missed, Sterling has missed, Odegaard has missed, Havertz has missed in the penalty shootout, Saka has missed against Real Madrid. It's still going to be Saka because the way he missed against Real Madrid was because of how he took the penalty. So just make sure you don't take the penalty like that again. Ryan says Chesney. Yep. Best defender outside PSG, says Tom. Best defender outside PSG. Obviously also outside PSG. I was about to say Nuno Mendes. Saliba and I'd say Jules Koundé. And I'm thinking Dumfries this week because he's going to play as a wing back, obviously, in his back. If you had Trossard, Saka, will you captain Saka? What team do you prefer, Chelsea or Man United? Oh, Johnny. Do I prefer, dying with from a knife or a gunshot? That's what you just asked me. Both of them are... Nah. I can't stand Man United, though, and that is because of the rivalry we had all those years since they're supporting us. Man United basically ruined my childhood. The last semi-final we were in the Champions League, Ronaldo destroyed us. And then you count the 8-2 as well that they beat us back in 2011. And then the fact that they took Van Persie the very next season. It was a terrible memories. I can't tell you how many times I sat down and watched Rooney scoring against us. Right now, they're all over the place. So that is my team. That is what I've gone for. Let's hope we can win this game. Let's hope that we win this game, man. Let's hope that Mendes absolutely lets Alpha down today with a yellow card and 2 goals conceded, at least 1 point maximum from Mendes. So you're going to get your 2 points there. Let's hope that is the case. Hoping so too. So let me go watch the Arsenal game. Let's hope it's a good one. A big one. Next week, second leg, let's see how it goes. As always, I'll post my final team in the community tab and I'll let you guys know how my team is doing in the comment section. Thank you for watching and I'll catch up with you on the next one.